Welcome, and thank you for choosing to engage with our content today. Before we proceed, it's important for us to share some essential information and ensure you're fully informed about what to expect. You're about to view or listen to a unique experience that employs Ericksonian conversational hypnosis techniques. These techniques are designed to guide you into a relaxed state, potentially enhancing your ability to absorb suggestions and ideas more readily. It's a subtle, often enjoyable process aimed at fostering personal insight and relaxation. Please note, the content you're about to engage with is created for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional therapy or medical advice. If you're seeking support for specific psychological or health-related issues, we strongly encourage you to consult a licensed therapist or healthcare provider. Informed consent and expectations. By continuing, you acknowledge that you understand the nature of the content and agree to participate voluntarily. You recognize that while Ericksonian hypnosis can be a tool for relaxation and self-improvement, results can vary widely among individuals. You agree to take full responsibility for your participation and any outcomes that may arise from engaging with this content. Some disclaimers. This content is provided as is for non-therapeutic use only. The creators make no claims regarding the efficacy of the Ericksonian conversational hypnosis techniques used herein for any specific purposes beyond general relaxation and entertainment. If you are currently undergoing treatment for any psychological or psychiatric conditions, please consult with your therapist or healthcare provider before engaging with this content. If at any time during the experience you feel uncomfortable, you are encouraged to discontinue watching or listening and seek professional advice if necessary. Safety notice. Please ensure you are in a safe, comfortable environment where you can relax without being disturbed. Do not engage with this content while driving, operating heavy machinery, or in any situation where altered attention could pose a risk. Finally, our aim is to provide an engaging, positive experience that introduces you to the possibilities of self-exploration and relaxation through Ericksonian conversational hypnosis. Remember, your well-being is our utmost priority, and you are in control of your experience at all times. Thank you for your attention. If you agree to these terms and feel comfortable proceeding, let's begin this journey together. Hello, this is Coach Wheeler, and I would like to welcome you to Find Your Voice. It's a story crafted with the essence of Ericksonian conversational hypnosis and inspired by the evocative, heartfelt style of poet Sarah Kay. This tale, presented in 3 parts, weaves a fictional journey of self-discovery, transformation, and empowerment. Ericksonian elements are woven throughout using metaphor, embedded commands, and rich sensory details to speak directly to your subconscious mind, facilitating psychological change and personal growth. As you immerse yourself in the narrative, you'll encounter phrases and commands designed to resonate on a deeper level and encourage your own journey of finding and using your voice. The story follows a young boy named Eli who lives in a vibrant village on the edge of an ancient forest. Though surrounded by the lively chatter of his community, Eli's voice is trapped within him, a silent echo waiting to be heard. His quest for self-expression leads him to a mysterious silver tree deep within the forest, where he begins to unlock the power and beauty of his voice. Inspired by the themes and lyrical beauty of Sarah Kay's poetry, Find Your Voice invites you to explore the whispers of the forest, the strength found in vulnerability, and the transformative power of storytelling. As you journey with Eli, may you also discover the courage to let your own voice rise and sing. Welcome back. This is Coach Wheeler, and this is going to be part one of the Find Your Voice story. The title of part one is The Silent Forest. Let's get started. In a village by the forest, whispers paint the air, lived a boy named Eli with thoughts he'd never share. His voice a silent echo, trapped within his chest. He wandered through the world, a bird without a nest. The village, vibrant and bustling, but Eli moved like a shadow, observing life through quiet eyes while hiding in the meadow. In the heart of noise, he found solace in the trees, a place where he could breathe and let his mind find ease. The forest, a refuge, its calm embrace so kind, offered Eli a sanctuary, a place to still his mind. Among the leaves and shadows, he felt a subtle call, a whisper in the wind, a murmur from it all. One crisp autumn day, deeper than before, Eli found a silver tree, its bark a shining lore. It shimmered in the sunlight, leaves whispering in the breeze, and Eli felt a pulse, a heartbeat in the trees. He placed his hand upon it, felt warmth beneath his skin, closed his eyes and listened to the whispering within. Your voice, the tree did murmur, is a gift to be shared. Let it flow like a river, strong and unimpaired. Eli's heart pounded. Fear mingled with awe. Could this be real, this feeling he saw? The tree seemed alive, its whispers soft yet clear. You have a voice, Eli, it said. It's time to let go of fear. Eli sat beneath the tree, his mind a swirling sea. Questions danced like shadows as he leaned against the tree. Your voice, it whispered, is as natural as the wind and as powerful as the storm. Let it rise from within. Eli felt a stir deep within his core, a strength he never knew, a whisper becoming a roar. But as he opened his mouth to speak his heart's own song, he felt the words escape him, wondering if he was wrong. Trust yourself, the tree urged. Let your spirit fly. Your voice is waiting. Don't be shy. Eli's breath caught, his heartbeat loud and fast, as the forest held its breath in the shadows that it cast. He leaned closer to the tree, its bark against his cheek, and whispered to the wind, feeling strangely weak. Can I really find it? He thought. This voice within me? The forest seemed to answer in a hush of gentle glee. The leaves began to rustle, the wind began to sigh, and Eli felt a presence, like the moon against the sky. But before he could speak, before he could find his way, the forest fell silent in the dying light of day. Eli's heart was racing, questions filled his mind, but as he stood to leave, he felt the whispers bind. He turned to face the tree, eyes wide with surprise, for in the silver bark a light began to rise. A glow of gentle radiance, a beacon in the night, and Eli knew in his heart he was standing in the light. Find your voice, the tree whispered. Let it sing and soar. But Eli stood there frozen, unsure of what was more. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for his choice, and Eli felt the weight of silence, yearning for his voice. In that moment, on the edge, with the forest all around, Eli took a breath, feeling the sacred ground. He knew the journey was just beginning, the path ahead unclear, but the silver tree had spoken, and he could feel it near. Your voice, the tree had told him, is stronger than you know. Let it flow like the river, let it always grow. Eli felt a spark, a flicker deep inside, but could he truly find it? Would his fears subside? He turned back to the village, the path now dark and long, with the trees' whispers echoing like a distant, haunting song. As he walked away, the forest seemed to sigh, a promise left unspoken beneath the twilight sky. Eli knew he'd return to seek the tree's advice, to find the voice within him and make the silent nice. But for now, his journey started with a heart full of quest to find the voice that waited deep within his chest. End of part 1. So, the forest held its secrets, the tree its gentle plea, and Eli felt the whispers calling him to see. The path was long and winding, with shadows yet to face, but Eli felt the promise of finding his own place. Hello, this is Coach Wheeler, and this is Find Your Voice, and part 2 is The Awakening. In the village by the forest, Eli's steps were light, but in his heart a question burned through the night. The silver tree had whispered promises so grand, yet Eli's voice was silent, like footprints in the sand. Each day he walked the forest, deeper than before, seeking out the silver tree, its bark a shining lore. He'd sit beneath its branches, feeling warmth and peace, but still his voice eluded him. His doubts refused to cease. Your voice is within you, the tree would softly say. Let it rise and speak, don't let it fade away. Eli listened intently, his heart a hopeful song, but when he tried to speak, his words would come out wrong. The trees whispered his dreams, its lessons in the air. You are stronger than you think. Your voice is always there. One evening, bathed in twilight, Eli sat alone, the forest hushed and waiting, the silver tree a throne. He felt a shift within him, a stirring deep and true, and as the stars began to shine, he knew what he must do. Eli closed his eyes and breathed, feeling nature's grace. He let the forest's whispers fill the empty space. Your voice is like the wind, free and full of power. Let it carry your heart's songs. This is your hour. With a deep, steady breath, Eli spoke his name, his voice a gentle murmur, like a flickering flame. He spoke of dreams and fears, of hopes that filled his mind, and as he shared his heart, he felt a truth unwind. The forest seemed to listen, every leaf a friend, encouraging and kind, helping Eli mend. He felt his voice grow stronger, a river breaking free, and in that moment, Eli knew he was starting to see. Your voice, the tree had told him, is as natural as the breeze. Let it flow without fear, bring you to your knees. Eli returned each evening to the silver tree, sharing more of himself, feeling more at ease. His voice, once a whisper, grew bolder every day, as the tree's wisdom guided him, lighting up his way. One night, the sky was clouded, the moon a hidden glow. Eli stood before the tree, feeling courage grow. He took a breath and shouted, his voice a mighty roar. I am Eli, I have a voice, I won't be silent anymore. The forest echoed back, his words a powerful cry. The leaves danced in approval, the wind a gentle sigh. Eli felt a joy, a freedom he'd not known, his voice a beacon shining, his true self finally shone. But as he turned to leave, feeling light and free, a shadow crossed the forest, a figure by the tree. Eli's heart pounded, uncertainty and fear, for in the midst of triumph, danger had drawn near. Who are you? He called out, his voice strong and clear. The figure stepped closer, bringing Eli near. I am the keeper, it said, of secrets deep and old. To find your truest voice, you must be brave and bold. The forest seemed to shiver, the air grew cold and tight. Eli felt a challenge emerging from the night. The figure's eyes were piercing, its presence full of might, and Eli knew his journey had reached a crucial height. To find your voice completely, you must face your fear. The keeper's words were clear, filling Eli's ear. Within the heart of darkness, your truest voice awaits. Only by confronting it can you open all the gates. Eli felt a tremor, a quake within his soul. Could he face the darkness and emerge completely whole? The forest held its breath, the silver tree a guide, and Eli knew he had to choose whether to run or bide. He took a step toward the keeper, his heart a drumbeat loud, ready to face the challenge, to make his spirit proud. But the path ahead was shadowed, unknown and filled with dread, and Eli knew the journey would test him till the end. As the night grew darker, the forest held its peace. Eli stood determined, his fear to soon release. Your voice, the tree had promised, is waiting to be found. Face the darkness with courage. Let your light abound. Eli's breath was steady, his resolve like steel, for in his heart a whisper, this is real. He stepped into the shadow, the keeper at his side, and as the darkness closed in, Eli felt his fears subside. I will find my voice, he vowed, no matter what it takes. The forest seemed to answer with rustles and with shakes. And as he ventured forward into the unknown night, Eli felt the power of his voice ready to ignite. End of part 2. The forest held its secrets. The night, its darkened path. Eli's journey just beginning. The trials and aftermath. With courage in his heart and the keeper as his guide, Eli stepped into the darkness, ready to find what lied. Tune in for part 3 of Find Your Voice. Welcome back. This is Coach Wheeler, and this is part 3 of Find Your Voice, the Revelation. In the heart of the forest, where shadows thickly lay, Eli ventured deeper, his fears kept at bay. The keeper walked beside him, eyes like piercing light, guiding him through the darkness towards a truth so bright. "Your voice," the keeper murmured, "is hidden deep within. Only by confronting fear can you truly begin." Eli's heart was pounding, a drumbeat in the night, yet courage filled his spirit, a beacon shining bright. They walked through tangled pathways, where shadows whispered low, each step a declaration of the strength he wished to show. Suddenly, the forest opened into a clearing vast, and in its center stood a mirror, reflecting shadows cast. Eli stepped towards it, his reflection staring back, but instead of his own visage, he saw a faceless lack. "Your voice," the keeper told him, "has been hidden by doubt. To reveal your truest self, you must bring the darkness out." Eli gazed into the mirror, his mind a swirling sea. He saw the fears that bound him, the doubts that wouldn't flee. But as he looked more closely, he saw a glimmer there, a spark of hope and courage, shining through the glare. "Face your fears," the keeper urged. "Let them fall away. Your voice will find you and guide you on your way." Eli took a deep breath, his heart steady and strong. He knew this was the moment where he truly did belong. He closed his eyes and whispered to the shadows in his mind, "I am ready to face you and leave my doubts behind." The mirror's surface shimmered. The shadows started to fade. But Eli felt a stirring, a light within him made. He opened his eyes to see his reflection clear and true, a boy with a voice unbroken, shining through the blue. "Your voice," the keeper whispered, "is a light in the dark. Let it shine bright and bold, ignite the spark." Eli stepped closer to the mirror, his hand upon the glass. He felt the power within him, ready to surpass. "I am Eli," he declared. "My voice is strong and free. I will speak my truth for all the world to see." The mirror shattered softly into a million gleaming lights, and Eli felt his spirit soar, reaching new heights. The keeper stood beside him, a smile upon his face. "You have found your voice, Eli. You have embraced your place." Eli felt a warmth within him, a power deep and true. He knew his voice was his to share in everything he'd do. He turned back to the forest where shadows used to lie, but now he saw the beauty beneath the twilight sky. "Your voice," the forest echoed, "is a gift to be shared. Let it sing and soar. Show them you've always cared." Eli walked with confidence, his heart a steady beat. He knew his voice would guide him with every person he'd meet. He returned to the village with a smile upon his face, ready to share his journey with love and grace. The villagers gathered round him, their eyes filled with awe, for they saw in Eli's presence the strength he never saw. "I have found my voice," he told them, "and I will speak my truth. Together we can overcome with the power of our youth." The village roared with joy, their spirits lifted high, for in Eli's newfound voice they saw the endless sky. He spoke of dreams and courage, of hope and unity, and the village found its strength in his words of clarity. Eli's voice became a beacon, a light in every heart. He inspired them to speak, to play their own part. The forest whispered softly, its secrets now revealed, for in Eli's voice of truth, every wound was healed. Your voice, the keeper's words still echoed, is a powerful light. Let it shine through darkness, guide you in the night. Eli knew his journey, though difficult and long, had given him a gift, a voice forever strong. He stood tall and proud, his spirit soaring free, for he had found his voice in the whispers of the tree. In the village by the forest where whispers weave through time, Eli's tale is legend, a soothing, gentle rhyme. For in the heart of silence lies a voice so strong and true, and in the soul of Eli, the forest always grew. The forest holds its secrets, the tree its gentle plea, and Eli's voice now echoes through every leaf and tree. Your voice, he tells the children, is waiting to be found. Let it rise and shine, let it always be unbound. Eli's legacy lives on in the heart of those who hear, a reminder that every voice can overcome its fear. The silver tree stands tall, its whispers soft and bright, a testament to Eli's journey and the power of his light. So listen to the whispers of trees and leaves and sky, for in the hush of nature the loudest truths do lie. And when you find your voice, let it rise and freely sing, for every silent whisper can become the voice of spring. The end. Hello, welcome back. This is Coach Dave Wheeler, and this is the part of the podcast where I explain the story and the Ericksonian conversational hypnosis elements that went into it. So, let's get started. So, find your voice. Okay? So, the other thing I should point out is this was inspired by the poetic style of Sarah Kay. And it incorporates several key Ericksonian elements designed to create a deep subconscious impact. So let's explore these elements and how they work to inspire and transform. First off, metaphor and symbolism. The story is rich with metaphors and symbols, such as the silver tree, the forest, and the mirror. These elements serve as powerful tools to communicate complex ideas and emotions on a subconscious level. The silver tree represents guidance and inner wisdom, while the forest symbolizes the unknown and the journey of self-discovery. The mirror reflects the inner self and the confrontation with personal fears and doubts. Second element, embedded commands. Throughout the story, key phrases are emphasized. These embedded commands such as, let it flow like a river, your voice is waiting, and trust yourself, are designed to bypass the conscious mind and directly influence the subconscious. These commands encourage the listener to internalize positive affirmations and take action towards personal growth. Third element is vivid sensory descriptions. Ericksonian hypnosis often uses rich sensory language to create a vivid mental experience. The story describes the sounds of the forest, the feeling of the tree's bark, and the shimmering light of the silver tree, engaging the listener's senses and making the narrative more immersive. This technique helps to anchor the listener in the experience, making the suggestions more impactful. Fourth element is indirect suggestion. The story employs indirect suggestions, allowing the listener to draw their own conclusions and make personal connections. Instead of explicitly stating what actions to take, the story guides the listener through Eli's journey, encouraging them to reflect on their own lives and consider how they might find and use their voice. Fifth element is utilization of natural rhythms and pauses. The rhythm of the story, influenced obviously by the poetic style of Sarah Kay, creates a natural flow that mirrors the rhythms of thought and emotion. Pauses and pacing are used strategically to allow the listener time to absorb and process the messages. This technique helps to deepen the trance state and enhance the impact of the suggestions. Sixth element is progressive narrative structure. The story is structured to build progressively, leading the listener through a series of challenges and revelations. Each part of the story builds on the previous one, creating a sense of momentum and anticipation. This structure mirrors the process of personal growth, where each step forward builds confidence and capability. Seventh element, cliffhangers and emotional engagement. Ending each part of the story on a cliffhanger keeps the listener emotionally engaged and eager to continue. This technique not only maintains interest, but also reinforces the importance of perseverance and resilience. By experiencing Eli's challenges and triumphs, the listener is encouraged to persist in their own journey of self-discovery. So I hope you enjoyed this exploration of Find Your Voice and the powerful Ericksonian elements embedded within it. Stories like these are designed to inspire and transform, helping you build a winning mindset. If you found this story impactful, I invite you to subscribe to the Building a Winning Mindset podcast for future stories and insights. Together, we can continue to explore the depths of the mind and unlock your full potential. Thank you for listening. And remember, your voice is a gift. Use it to inspire, to connect, and to transform the world around you. This is Coach Dave Wheeler signing off. Stay tuned for more stories and strategies to build your winning mindset.